Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. So ADA has dropped a little bit further after my last video, and this is now the time when it really needs to turn around if we are in a bullish scenario, which I don't think we are. But of course I want to show you the bullish potential as well. As you know, there is usually, especially in a trend reversal area, there must be a bullish and a bearish scenario. I am however in favor of the bearish one. But however, the bearish one as well can work out different ways, of course, you know, and it depends on the key breakout points that we have here at the moment. And we take a look at that. In the bullish scenario, let's take a look at the bullish Elliott wave count first. It's not the primary one, but the idea is that in the bullish one, I can count this as a leading diagonal in a wave 1, and we came down in a wave 2. And this wave 2 really needs to be over now. It would be followed by a wave 3 to the upside, wave 4 down, and a wave 5 up. Signal that this wave 2 is indeed over would be a break above the wave E high of the triangle here. I'm going to take you through that in a minute, of the B wave. So above 31.5 cents. If we get above 31.5 cents, then it would be a first signal that the move down here is finished. You won't get a signal before that, unfortunately. The view that if we are really in the bullish scenario, that it now needs to be finished, that's because we reached down here the 30-cent level. Told you in the previous video, this is really the key area of support where it needs to turn around. If it is in a 1-2 setup, if we drop below 30 cents, it's most likely going to come down straight away in the direct sell-off scenario. Yeah, so this is really the last area of support. You can see that I labeled this as an ABC scenario. We did that before, A, B, C. The only change I made is that the B wave does now count as a triangle, and I did that because usually after a B wave triangle, Elliott wave triangle, A, B, C, D, E, where you would expect the price to break to the opposite side of the E wave, usually then you get a very, very strong sell-off, and that's what we had. And to be honest, looking at it in more detail, it really looks like an ABCDE triangle, ABCDE, contracting triangle, actually quite clear. And more interestingly, if you look at the let's say we take the height of wave A to B, and then we add it to the breakout point. No, 1 second, needs to be properly done. Yeah, no, it was A, B, yeah, here. Okay, so let's do that. It's the height of the triangle. We add it to the breakout point. Let's see where that would guide us, where that would take us to. So target would actually take us to 29.8 cents. So we came down to 30, which is pretty close. Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't drop, well, we can drop a little bit lower, but to be honest, we should avoid it. That 29.8 cent level that I just showed you is the 88.7% fib level, 29.9 here, and we shouldn't really drop below it. If we do, we're most likely in the direct sell-off. So we are really in deepest support for a possible wave 2. Signal that this wave 2 is over would be a break above the wave E high at 31.5 cents, and then we could also look at higher. But for me, it continues to be I'm very skeptical about a bullish scenario here. I can't see it. I could see it if we, let's say Bitcoin, Ethereum now suddenly start to really rally. Maybe they will pull Ethereum ADA with it. But here is a clear evidence why charts need to be taken individually and looked at individually, because here, since Ethereum did perform really well since the 9th of November. What did ADA do? It just sort of did slide down, right? So yeah, I'm not really happy with the performance here, but we also didn't really expect much of ADA because the structure looks really corrective, which would suggest further downside. And in the last video we talked about, it was yesterday, we talked about the idea we might be in a direct sell-off scenario, yeah, which would be here the yellow one. And this is the primary count anyway, where we came down in a wave 1, we moved up in a wave 2, and we could now be in the third wave. There will be a fourth and a fifth. I even showed you in the last video a possible sub-wave count here, which I did take off again, but it could be that this was a wave 1 of 3. This was a wave 2 of 3. We're now in the wave 3 of 3. There will be a wave 4 of 3 and a wave 5 of 3. And That doesn't seem unlikely, to be honest, yeah. So 1, 2, and then here a small 1, 2, 3, maybe now a 4, and then one more leg down, and then we've got a fifth wave of the third, whatever. We don't really want to go into too much detail here, micro counting, but the target for the third wave in yellow would be around 27 cents, so we still haven't reached that. A signal that we really will get there would be that substantial break of 30 cents, which we haven't done yet, and then we need to take out the previous low at 29.5 cents, and then I think we're going to put a new low in place. We're really, it doesn't take much to put a new low in place. Need to be careful, though, to expect that straight away, because we are basically oversold on the 1 hour time frame. We're nearly oversold on the 4 hour time frame. So what we could get is just a little bit of a counter reaction to the upside. Wouldn't be surprised to maybe see a retest of the channel. Yeah. And bear in mind, when we talk about those really lower level wave counts, this is really micro counting, and these are very fragile. A lot of that is just intraday volatility, and to a degree very hard to forecast. But I'm just showing you options here, and a bearish confirmation of this move to the downside that would also allow the indicators to recover a little bit before another sell-off. There would be a touch of the channel from the downside, those sort of retests really that you can get sometimes. But yeah, again, and unless we get above the E wave high, 31.5 cents, the focus has to be directly on the downside. Okay, and that's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.